Our group went out into Austin to see firsthand if the theory that culture affects creativity is really true. From local artists selling their crafts at the Renaissance Market on Guadalupe to students and faculty on campus, it seems clear that everyone can agree that the culture of where they live has directly affected their own creativity in many different ways.
I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands, so I have been sketching clothes since I was in the 5th grade. So everything that I tend to sketch is always very flowy and very island-like. So that's basically how my culture has affected my creativity.
Well, you know what? It's a really great question. I came here from Boston, and I came here, this is just my 3rd year. So the thing about Austin that's so different, to me that's really made a difference, is that people there's a kind of a pioneer spirit here. And there's just a big difference. Maybe it's that it's Austin, it's Keep Austin Weird, there's a lot of musicians.
Well, I mean, I definitely think that culture has a huge impact on creativity, whether you're an artist, you know, a painter, sculptor, musician, or just a creative person. Like the culture that's around us, like, I mean, there's so many different energies that are coming into play and things that are going on, social life, you know, the businesses around us.
From murals on walls to murals on vans, you can see the heart of the university and the history of Austin. Austin is one of the most creative cities in the country. Everywhere you look is someone expressing themselves in a different way. It even has its own Keep Austin Weird culture that members of the community have embraced. It has become such a factor in the city that it has even been used in local politics to gain votes.
Obviously, there's artists of every nature, you know, from every background. We all drive from different things, from different sources. You know, light is a factor, and of course, I got to be careful not to get too much into the painters, you know, world.
Well, I like it here because it's a little slower, and I actually like, you know, I grew up like, you know, Irish Catholic, so I have the, you know, a lot of these images of Jesus and whatnot, and a lot of them, you know, not by accident, but you know, a lot of like Mexicans and Spanish people really, you know, appreciate them.
Austin is not just about artistic creativity. It is the live music capital of the world. On any given night, there is some band playing somewhere in the city. Austin has embraced this title of live music capital, and businesses have responded by allowing open mic nights and hosting up-and-comers trying to make it to the big time. The city hosts one of the largest music festivals in the country. Every fall, over 130 bands play over 3 days at the ACL Festival. Hundreds of thousands attend. The city shows its openness and willingness to help local unsigned bands by putting them on the same stage as major recording artists. As well as ACL, the city hosts South by Southwest, another huge music festival with over 1,400 performers. It is also one of the world's premier film festivals. With events like these, artists from all over the country will know that there will be a home in Austin to showcase their talents. Eeyore's Birthday began as a children's festival to celebrate the popular character's birthday. It has now evolved into a full-blown citywide event where Austinites try to outdo each other with costumes. Local music is heard throughout, like a 100-person drum circle beating on as long as the celebration continues.
But the culture is here. Everybody just kind of came out, and we got music, and I just felt like I think there's an openness in this culture and a willingness to start something new. So I really think that the place does matter. You know, I think Austin's used to having new, interesting things happen. And so, I mean, if we did this in another place, it might not work.
Thrill the World is an attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the largest simultaneous dance with Michael Jackson's Thriller. This past October, Austin broke the record with 881 zombies participating. In no other city in Texas would people feel as free to express themselves, whether it be in a huge synchronized dance routine or selling their watercolor paintings on a street corner. From talking to people from other parts of the country and looking at our own experiences, it is clear that the culture affects creativity. In an ultra-conservative community, the forms of creativity will be much less loud and what we call weird, but for open cities like Austin, the ways to express yourself are limitless.